too much, they can't ally them anymore. I continue to pat my back until it hurts over the great choice that I made there. I didn't quite steal 2,000 ducats off of Spain, it was more like 1,000. But it was better to steal Granada and break them up with France. A wise choice. Speaking of wise choice, that's not wise, but could you please die, Pope Man, and put me in charge of... Well, he just doesn't give up. Still, I'll... Could always do with manpower. Could always do with... I'm even using this. Hard to say no to stability. It's also hard to say no to being the next papal controller. I want to be twice as likely as France. Okay, the reps were taken care of. Basically everything's looking good here. I expected more things to go south. How about this? How about my fleet dying over there? I'll get you guys together over here. The Fox are down and out. There's no reason to keep them around. Just take their money and tell them to go away. Should I fight you, though? You now have 5 provinces, which means I could establish a Canada off of you alone. And just to reiterate, I really want Canada. First time that's ever been said in the history of mankind, I'm sure. Miami won't get involved, but the Fox will. He's cruel, so he doesn't want to. Alright, but didn't I just give Fox... no, Fox probably had the money to sustain those losses. But I'm right here to destroy them immediately afterwards, so that's okay. Yeah, I should probably just go and kill them. Their tech is pretty rubbish as well. Looks like a win-win for me, actually. So the Fox have got involved, that's fine. The Micmac, that's also fine, actually. And we just march on in there and destroy them. We'll get the Macauser involved, though. He knows what he does around there. Will you even need that many troops to take on the Huron? It's not about needing. It's about having anyway. Alright, this is going okay. You're coring this land slowly but surely. And all this land rightfully belongs to our chosen paradise. Let's maybe get you guys together under the watchful eyes of the Grand Jester. And then you can take on these fools. Oh wow, you guys didn't stand the ghost of a chance. Well, I'm in no hurry to PC out, so let's get our units back there. Miami, though, perhaps I am. Well, they would just get involved in this other war. I'll get up some war score first. However, it's just a year until I have to go and fight my good friends in Savoy, and we used to be good friends. That's one of the kickers. Why do they have to turn their back on me like they did? You are Osage. Do you even have anywhere to run to? Maybe over to here? This is messy. There are a lot of cleaner ways I could be fighting this war, but fortunately I don't have to worry about being messy right now. We have this in the bag. Somebody just says this seems optimal to me. Yeah, we're good. It's even better when I kill Huron. So Hot Kimchi's been converted. I don't think they're going to be coring that anytime soon, but yeah, it does give overextension as well, doesn't it? Well, sorry, I guess. Economic growth in Lucca. Yeah. Yes, please. Alright, with you, with my war score so high here, I can make my peace with Miami. And again, just show me the money. It was kind of daft taking stuff away from the Fox in terms of war reparations when I was just going to do it again anyway. Maybe not have you allied with people I'm going to fight in the future. Maybe just like mince you for prestige, because I am desperately lacking in prestige. And now it's just Huron, Micmac, and Osage. Micmac is on their way down, Huron won't be far behind, but I likely need this cord before I can do anything to you. Also, I like that my automat is dealing with the Papal States before they go for even better Yeyu. It's like they're purposefully ignoring Jeju as long as they can. Alright, with this, all my units are actually up north, so I can get over there. Peace will be ours soon. Peace for our time. Let's get those extra cannons on here. I suspect you're not using them. Very good. The only difficulty is actually having the cores I need to make my peace. So Osage might take a wee bit. It's okay, they can't make any more troops right now. Huron might also be a problem, because I can't actually do any of this right now. I mean, I could give it over to Choson Paradise, but that's completely against the point of what I'm trying to do, so I need you to get these cores done. Which means I might be sitting on you guys for a wee bit. This started in 28, so I have a few years until I get called for pizza. Alright, we should be okay then. Just need these cores done and dusted. I'll get it done eventually. So, in preparation for that, Savoy, you're up next. It's time for you to die. I need to make sure those relations with France are just impeccable. And I'm not in such a hurry to fight Spain anymore because they cannot ally France. Their relations are too down the toilet. Alright, so let's just bring everybody back to somewhere with decent supply limit. That would maybe be Manhattan. 36. Yeah. It's even as many as the boats I have there. Hot Kimchi does some interesting stuff here. Is he finding the gold? No, but he's finding the spices. Good going, Mexico. Bring us in the spices. Is the Ottoman-Spanish war still going? Yes. And look at this. Oh, that's lovely. Tunis are going to get their Reconquista going. They have decent war score. It's a reconquest for cores. They can't cross over, but I'd love to see the Ottomans just walk through all of this. I don't think they have the military access, but Spain is going to be shut down in North Africa, which is good and bad for me. I mean, a weakened Spain is good, a strengthened Ottomans is the opposite of good. So it's what you gain on the swings, you lose in the roundabouts. This is disgusting to me. I don't like those guys doing what they're doing. Let us engage. Macauser, can you make it in time? I don't think you can make it in 10 days, but if you can... Oh, if you can. Always get your 10s to 1s, folks. Oh, Savoyard truce is up. I don't think he was in a particularly nice position for me to go and bum rush him. But I'm... Oh, we allied Utrecht. Utrecht are not something to be scared of. I should just go to war and tell the Papal States to get on with it. But I have no diplomats to send. Let's bring you back. And let's have Grand Jester here just in case he's needed. So, please get to it. I want Genoa. It's their capital, funnily enough, but please do it anyway. Where are those heavies of mine? Keep him penned in. Make sure he knows fear. He's running away already. He knows what's up. I shouldn't need all these troops over here now, so I'll probably get them together back home and figure it out. Well, I'll get some of them home at least. You never know when these are going to revolt. You know, those accursed totemist zealots could always rise up. At Utrecht. The last T from Utrecht is not silent. Why can't all Dutch just be silent? Alright, what am I doing with these guys? Do I need some to still remain over here? There is a slight chance of revolt. So what if I sent all of you guys back and maybe just kept some... You guys should be able to help out some back home, right? On you go. I've fought the wars I need to fight here. There should be no need for added military might. Oh, but the Micmac are still on the go. Right, Macauser, chase them down. I thought we'd taken down all the enemy troops, but those are the last ones standing. New Spain continues to grow, which is good news for me. This being Sunni I don't like. I would really like to change that. But if I take you away from this, goods produced shatter. Still, it's better than having Sunnis in my land. I do like what the Papal State do. I tell them to go and attack, and they attack. Oh, the Micmac are running away because they know I'm coming. It's alright, he's halfway through that core, he's halfway through that core, and that will finally allow me to establish colonial Louisiana. I'm gonna have to make Spain cede New Spain if I ever want to grab that land. Also, you shut me down here. I'm getting closer to Miltech 19. The Spaniards are probably very close to it as well, even though I got a good mill ruler. They had a huge head start on me in that technology. It's tempting to have you just siege down Genoa, but I don't want to put my units at risk here. Also, I really want to strengthen my government. Just get some absolutism going. It's not a lot to ask. On the other hand, no, I'd probably take administrative efficiency over anything else right now. It's too good to pass up. Speaking of things that are going to pass, Genoa will pass to me now. Hopefully this doesn't cheese off the world. It does not. I might even be able to take more. Milan? Oh, ho, ho. Parma, however, is within my area here. But this is when I start making a lot of people particularly unhappy. If I were to get the Holy See, though, that -20 aggressive expansion would come into its own. Lost a couple of claims on Spain, which is unacceptable. I should be making claims on them left and right so that I can just cleave them in two. You know, take all their coastline that I can to reduce their fleet. I think that's the main one. Who cares about those people? Ulm, Baden, they're nothing. So remember when I fought the Spaniards and I had 1.5 morale less than them? That would be a similar story for pretty much everybody that I fight, so I'm not keen on them. Somebody migrated there, was it you? I feel like it was you. Genoa down. Oh, their navy's about to go down. I mean, he just knows he can't take me, which is fine. Got our claim. Oh, Wallace is going to go to... Oh, just the peasants. But I mean, once Milan is down, he is finished. Oh, man. Portugal's such a liability. Getting a claim on Cork. Trading in wine works out well for me. Gaining more power in Genoa is going to be all good. I'm looking forward to that. Owning Milan would be something special, though. But I really worry that the French are going to hate my guts for this. If I released Milan, they just eat Milan. But there's the thing. The next French mission gets even more claims here. So the bottom line is I will be fighting, or I will be hated by the French sooner or later. I'd rather have them hate me for one province than for many more than one. The cowardly Savoyards. I think their navy is forfeit. Oh, I know that. Pleasure doing business with you. Let's keep the pirates off our back. So again, what's this gonna get? Alsace, Ulm, Baden, Würzburg, Austria, and all the natives. I mean, I could just protect this land for myself for the future. Don't need Parma here. Then again, the French are just going to take this land if I don't take it. I can sit on you for a while. There's a good chance that I will get Papal Controller, which will make this super good for me. I just need this guy, who's 80 years old, to die. I'm glad I didn't send everybody home. You'll need some help with that. Yeah, good to get that professionalism going, so we struggle on that front. I'm not afraid of them getting more land over there. I do quite like getting more Republican tradition though, that is good. I know I accept the Croats, but it would be really nice to bring Korean to Unji. That'll make us probably very unaccept the Croats. Neapolitan has to go. No more Neapolitan. They're all being converted now. Great. The Venetians are on the way out as well. We just need to take cultures out one by one. And the Portuguese are going to go, we know that much. We already started with Lisboa. It's going to take the longest. Another tribe migrated adjacent to Upper Chozon Paradise lands. Sure. I mean, I guess the main thing is just say I want that, and then I can send my subject to go to war with them. Truce with England's up, but that's no big deal. These cores almost being done is a big deal, though. Alright, Tunis got their land back. Spain were forced to cede quite a few cores. Splits them up, takes away some of their coastline. The Tunisians fear me. I feel like I could get an alliance with them, which might be useful. It would be a mutual alliance against the Ottomans, but I'm unsure. I think they'd stop raiding my lands, which is a nice bonus, but it would also cost me yet another Diplo point every month, and that just isn't something I can afford. Oh, Diplo power is nice though. You might think mercantilism's too good, but I'm controlling end nodes here, so I'm not super keen on it. Okay, that's just going to drive up thingamajigger in my own lands. What I want you to do are protect the trade, probably in Genoa. Always more trade power in Genoa is good. The money I'm making is finally getting places. Just need my subjects Pope to die. I don't think it's a lot to ask. Oh, this is too much to ask though, those peasants need to go. Glad I left some troops behind then. Yeah, between him and Utrecht, he has a fair amount of troops over here to ruin my day. I could send you up to Utrecht, get them pieced out. Oh, they got a level 4 fort and a capital, but that's okay, I have a whole bunch of cannons to ruin their day with. Ah, that money would be so good, but why have money when you can have more money? That's the question. Unless there are buildings that I could particularly benefit from. Like, as it happens, all these workshops. How about some training fields? Yeah, manpower is just not something I get loads of these days, sadly. Hard to argue with. Ooh. You tempt me, but no. The reason I want manufactories is so that I can get... Oh, I already have a mill there. I care about getting the institution. Workshop is good, marketplace is good, church is good. Oh, but we already have a farm estate there. The thing is, a lot of these get farm estates, and I don't think that counts for spawning manufactories. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty much everything but a farm estate. So to that I go, who can have manufactories? And well, Brescia could. In fact, Brescia is a great place to have one. That courthouse... courthouse is nice, but a manufactory is better. And you're the right development for it as well. Didn't expect to engage with you guys here. Get out of my face. Oh, that's not on. Now I'm very, very glad I left these units here. But once this core is done, I'll be able to take over all of this. So the war with Huron will be over. Oh, bollocks! The Pope got it. Okay, well, time to invest heavily in getting it for myself. Other people probably have loads of points stored up to get it for them as well. It's okay, as long as these two provinces are held. No longer have claim on my own subject, which is only good news. They're working on Granada as well. It's alright, these prolonged wars are very much expected. And we have prepared for them. Oh, I could finally nail Micmac. It's good, because his units have been getting in my way for too long. I'm about to annex them anyway, so they would have become rebels, so I've taken care of that. It's 1633 and you can get innovative from an idea. Plutocratic? No. Also, unrest reduction? Great. Never been so happy to be in the HRE. The first two are pretty good, like... Hold on, I thought it said he just called for that. We already had Reich Reform. Look, I'm good for some of these. More Diplo rep is actually pretty good as well. Hell, I'll take it all the way that far if he's willing to go for it. But I swear it said he just passed it. Did I imagine that? I've imagined a lot of things in my time. He was forced to revoke, Jake. Oh bollocks. Well, goodbye that unrest reduction then. So close to being done. I can practically taste it. All this treasure is really bumping up my inflation. Fortunately, we bring it down. I can't even remember what from, though. No, actually, I really can't remember. It must be a mission that I cleared. Yeah, strong straight. Okay, we got it. And wow, that fish is going ham. He's got places to be. Warfare has disturbed my trade for far too long, he says. Alright, hold on, it's been fun. It's been so much fun, but you've got to go, and I want all your land. I doubt I could separate pizza you for your land. Nope. And this is all part of Canada. So finally, we're going to have colonial Canada going. Could convert it, could core it. Oh, I have to start with you, don't I? Well, we start we shall. I'll get the other ones converted while I'm here. You really need resilient state, Jake. That's too much inflation. Tell me about it. And then continue to not tell me about it, because I know you're making the jokes. Alright, so against all odds, the Ottomans here have decided to get rid of their alliance with poor white sheep, Turkoman, and are probably going to attack them soon. Poor guys. Next up's you. I should also be continuing with my claim sensation on Spain. Heck. Following it up with cadets. And since I am not the papal controller here, I should probably start looking towards piecing out with Savoy. There's no need to keep you guys busy there. I can just make my peace directly with them. Just bring you home. There's things to be done. And I'm finally improving relations with even better Jeju. Is it Jeju? Is it Jeju? Is there some special way to say it? I know we have Koreans around here that can keep us correct and on our toes. Spain and Savoy will be unhappy, but I'm not keen on getting more, especially when I can turn around and slap you senseless later on. The concern is, though, that France is going to take this land, most likely. But they were going to take it anyway. I'd rather just have the fort on my side, at least. Alright, how do you feel, France? He's a bit rough. No need to turn it all against me, though. I'm a good guy. 43 months to core. Oh, wow, that overextension is actually going to burn me hard. I'll keep you guys up there just to tell France what I think. Savoy are bankrupt once again because I saw I conquered. We have call for pizza, but I have a free diplomat ready to give it all up to me. It's another 12.8 overextension, but I can just barely have that. None of my allies would ever help me in a war right now. I am so overextended. I can core you, but I probably can't core these, can I? Oh boy, this is painful. I gotta sit on this for quite some time. All in the name of getting 2 more colonial nations. These Ilwanaki separatists are a bit bothersome, aren't they? Yeah, I wouldn't have this problem if I didn't have -5 colonists for my national ideas. Just want to stress that one a bit. And this is also giving me horrific amounts of corruption. What an administrative burden. France still kind of like me. I'd have to ally them to keep them away from here. Can I just maintain you so he doesn't go full ham on me? It's a bit of a waste of a diplomat, but when the Spaniard attacks. It's nice land north of Louisiana. You can fit it in. It's just 1 wafer thin mint more. Yeah, I'd like to take Yazoo. A lot of my problems would be solved if I'd just taken it beforehand. Well, you know what I can do? I could make this land Korean ahead of time. It'll only take 5 years. It's going to take that to get these cores done anyway. Ah, the spread of Korean. Chosen Paradise doesn't look too bad here. Except for being split up into several pieces. I could get involved in a war between Ming and Russia, and I could join on Russia's side. Don't think I could get involved in that one, though. Yeah, I know, I could ally France, but I also can't because of personal rules, but you all know that. But my relationship with France is not good enough. When that aggressive expansion goes, we'll be in a better position. I just wish I could do something to make them happier. Something other than sending them a gift of 2,100 ducats. But we're both great powers, I can't really influence them. And I don't have a royal dynasty to send over to them. Do wish I was in charge of the Curia, that would make life a bit easier. Oh, I need to get this. I desperately need anything resembling diplomatic reputation. Oh, my annexed subject malice went away. It's been replaced, of course, with overextension, but still, it's not terrible. Phew. One dead commandant. It's almost like I saw it coming. Maintenance reduction would help out. I could spend a lot on the extra mill, which would be nice. And he is a croat. But I like having lots of money. But I would really like to be up to date in mill tech. I mean, I'd really like to be up to date in mill tech. Especially for when I go and fight the Spaniards in... Oh, Jesus. I can't hack the overextension of fighting Spain. Even though I want to rip their lands away from them. I could get New Spain over to Hot Kimchi. That would be nice. It would allow him to bring his lands together. Way back, yeah, I accepted Croatian. I think I was thinking about taking more Croat lands, perhaps. Is that how it went down? There was a reason I accepted Croats. Just can't necessarily remember what it is. I mean, the Spaniards just got slapped. Surely they have nothing to offer. It's quite a lot that they have on offer. They have quite a bit of money, a lot of inflation, but they are Spanish. They have no loans? Bloomin' heck. Those guys are something else. You could tell Hot Kimchi to attack New Spain and hope Spain doesn't jump in to help. But they probably would. Besides, my whole point is to screw Spain. I can punch them for another Brazilian ducats. How are they with a relationship to France? Okay, they could re-ally France. I need to strike Spain as soon as my truce is up. Which is imminently. I doubt they'll attack you guys. You seem okay. So what do I do? Do I have my units here in Spain ready to rock and roll with their Tech 19? I need that Tech 19, so let's just get our musketeers. Hopefully they can be ready to rock and roll early on. So I should probably pop their castles again early. If the war goes on for long enough... Oh, what do we have here? Standardized uniforms. I thought that was already an option there that I declined. What a policy. How's the Spanish Navy looking after fighting the Ottomans? I don't think they engaged. Yeah, the Spanish Navy is still more impressive than mine. Not to mention their morale slaughters my own. Yeah, if I got my units into position, I could probably do a re-slaughtering of the Spaniards. But a lot of my... well, not a lot, but a bunch of my units are overseas now. And they kind of need to stay there just in... well, I wouldn't be able to get them across. Still, though, I could make something work here. I have the manpower. I certainly have the cannons. I could have even more cannons. I would like somebody that would actually help me in the battles as an advisor. So yeah, my main thing is what to do with Spain after I stomp them. Giving land to the Papal State is actually a formidable idea. They would make good work of having the islands here. I'd have no real problem with them taking this. It's good for us, bad for them. It robs them of a coastline. Then what? There's the main point. Then what? Alright, well, at the very least I need to get into position for them. So, 36 of you and 28 of you. That is just not a good enough army to take on the Spaniards with. What I should do is erect some more units over here while I can, because they will be necessary. Takes me over force limit, but being over force limit is not too problematic when you have this kind of money coming in. So you guys get over there, you guys get in position to get over there. And then I can also wish that I had more absolutism. If I strengthened my government, I would. Do I even want to do that right now? I don't think so. Titan says he hasn't got expansion yet. Are you saying that I will? Next admin tech gets us those ideas. Whatever they may be. Damn it, Makauser is dead. He was my ace in the hole for a lot of battles. Grand Gesture has the boom, but Makauser had the shock. There's no time. Get yourselves over to Sevilla, please. You guys just get yourselves to relative safety. I hope I don't have any rebels popping during this war, but they could certainly pop around here. Look at that astonishing unrest. Not helped by all the negative factors I have, but more negative factors in Turco-Armenian relations here. That was an interesting reference. Kudos if you get it. Expansion gives the Asian CB, Jake. Ooh. Ooh. Right, since I hold Gibraltar, I could have these guys stuck over there. There's no way he would cross a sea zone and engage me. I mean, that's -2, then -2, -4 and everything, as long as I have Grand Jester holding this. That's pretty excellent. Which is actually what you guys should be doing. Because I doubt you'll be engaging, so it's fine to have you guys there. Good. You guys are almost ready to rock and roll. Also, a couple of base production in Siena is also good news. Although it's getting more and more expensive to convert them to Korean. I would do it now, but I'm sure there's a better reduction to get from when Naples converts. Get a 25% reduction and start spreading it up here. Can't wait to actually have an amount of dip and start mass culture enriching. You gotta start with the super high development places. Right, that truce is almost up. Goodbye prestige in the wake of this this war, because I didn't need more morale for this. That's a lie. I need all the morale I can get. Truce is up in July. He is... I would say he's not paying for his fort, but I wasn't looking at his fort there. He has one in Castilla La Villa and Toledo. He must know I'm coming. A couple of conversions there, just keep revolt risk and also corruption away. We can convert lightning fast here, but it might be more convenient for me to... Oh, I can't do it, I'm coring that up. Well, He's not my first choice for a bodyguard, but oh well. Hey, DDR Jake, if you were cruel instead of greedy, what absolutely terrible idea would you make somebody who isn't you pick in the situation you're in, and why? Expansion is extremely cruel because for all of it, well, no, diplomatic relations +1 is useful to me. A merchant is useful to me. Global trade power is useful, and the finisher is extremely good. So expansion, while it looks like it's a cruel pick, isn't all that bad. Religious at this stage in the game is actually kind of cruel, because I have all the religious power I need. More isn't going to save me. And again, the finisher idea is... it's strong, but it's a finisher. Maritime is pretty cruel. I mean, there's just no two sides to this coin. Yeah, maritime's probably the worst. It also drinks up dip points, which I'm starved for. But being given maritime would eat into my ability to culturally enrich. So depending on what I'm looking for, I probably wouldn't go for that. Like I said, your mileage will vary. Who am I even converting lands for around here, I wonder? I'm getting these done because I don't want these guys revolting on me. They'll get done. And you know, I really don't want them rising up, and since I have no absolutism anyway, I might as well just thunk these down with 100% autonomy. They do nothing for me. But the cores will do a lot for me. Humanism is such a strong idea group, it's just crazy how strong it is. Alright, so how about that truce timer? Oh baby, he's not paying for those forts. That truce is going to be up in July. It is May. I want to give you a few more cannons so you're a bit more comfortable in holding Gibraltar. But he might still have a bunch of his units over here, so there's a big risk in you guys punching your way through these two. But big risk, big win if it pays off. If I can secure Iberia as center right off the bat, that's great. Granada's getting a bit hot and heavy right now. He's got supply load of 40, it'll be okay. They will survive. These guys are alright, but I think what I will do... I still have like a month, right? How fast can you guys get over to Sevilla? 17th of June, great. You're going to be my suicide squadron. And also, why be in Sevilla when you can be in Granada? Same end result. Same great taste. Somebody's asking how I got my colonies. Exploration was my second ID group, which means I didn't have the -5 colonists until I was halfway through this. So for a while I had one colonist. I think by the time I got my second colonist, this guy was in position to ruin all my day. But thankfully, because of this, I can fabricate claims overseas. So once I had my initial colonies, I could expand by having these claims. My colonies aren't particularly great at making said claims. But I can at least say all this land is forfeit to me. And hopefully my colonies will make their claims. Alright. Soon, very soon. Oh good, another claim on my subject that I've lost. Tin is continuing to harrow me with their... well, they're what they do. He is paying for you, and okay, he's also paying for that. However, I can rush these. It's not a lot of infantry to rush them. Hold on, I swear I had more mercs for you. Damn, they were overseas, weren't they? You guys can get there for July, but well, as long as I thunk down on the sieges first, I can blow off the walls and get the assaults done. There we go. Truce is up. It's time for Spain to die. Is what I would say if it was my next stream, because it's the middle of the night now. I'd like to get to bed at a reasonable hour, otherwise bad habits ensue. We're well on our way to our goal. Bad ideas have come out on top as we always expected. The French kinda maybe like us. It's hard to say, but I'm keeping this guy glued to him. But for me, for now, I'm gonna save. Wow, we even managed to pass almost 20 years in 3 hours. When did I get so slow at this game? In any case, I'm relatively satisfied with how things are. And we shall continue this more than likely tomorrow because I took Friday off in true Swedish fashion. In any case, for me for now, cheerio.